What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Texas On Channel. If you're new here, definitely hit that subscribe button. So today I'm going to be showing you how to install P2R's intake spacer with thermal gaskets. Now this is supposed to give you roughly about 10 horsepower throughout the power band. I believe it's supposed to shift your power band down lower, but I'm going to show you how to install that here in just a moment. Now I can't put it on this setup. The only reason I'm showing you is because I don't want to waste a video, and I already did the work, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you anyways. But when I put it on, it raised the entire intake manifold up about an inch, which didn't allow a proper coupler to fit in here with the supercharged setup. So if you are naturally aspirated, or you're going turbo, or you have a different type of supercharger setup, then this will work perfectly fine for you, and I highly recommend putting it on. I really wanted to put it on here and keep it on here, but I had to take it off. So I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick what I'm talking about. So enjoy the video. All right, now that we've got the cover off and everything unbolted and this thing's basically ready to come out, we have to remove the 7 12mm bolts, and then there's 2 12mm nuts, one right here, one right here. So we're gonna go ahead and remove those. All right, as you can see, here's that thermal gasket I was talking about. This is the second one to this. So this does come with both of them when you order it. There will be a link in the description for this, as well as P2R's YouTube channel, so definitely go give them a follow. These are the ported CNC runners I installed in a previous video, and these you will have to remove. I'm going to show you a trick I have that gets them out really easy. These ones are already loose, so I want to show you how to get them out if they're not loose. Okay, one of the first things you're going to want to do before actually working over here is cover those intake runners up. You don't want nothing to get down in there. Don't want to drop a bolt down in there. Next thing, we have 2 12mm wrenches, and then the 2 nuts that came out with the intake manifold. So this is the double nut method. It's at least what I call it. You take one of them, put it on there upside down. You take the other and put it on normal. And then we'll tighten both of those together. So let me put the tripod down. 1 wrench on the bottom, 1 wrench on the top. Tighten them together, and then using the bottom wrench, it'll just unscrew. All right, now that we got that out, to get these apart, it's as simple as putting these together and loosening them. And now we can use them on the other side. Now that we are at this point, we can go ahead and put the thermal gasket down. This little hole here lines up with the hole on the right side over here. Just make sure those line up. That's for the EGR valve. And then we can put the spacer on as well, making sure everything lines up. Just like that. And then this top thermal gasket goes here. So this will definitely help with heat soaking from the engine to the intake manifold, lowering intake temps on a supercharged or turbo setup especially. That's gonna definitely help with power. So now that we've got it to this point, we can get the nuts and bolts, put it in the intake manifold, and put everything back on there. Okay, so I got all the bolts put in here, and if you can see that, there's an Allen bolt here, and then the rest of them are the normal 13mm bolts it comes with, and then an Allen bolt way off to the left over here. So basically just gonna drop this on, line everything up. Now that everything's there, I am going to be using this 6mm Allen socket. That's what I'm going to be tightening it down with on the Allen bolts, and then a 13mm on the rest of them. I'm going to get them snug, not torque them down yet, and then I'll go get the torque wrench and we'll properly torque them. So yeah, it's pretty simple to install. It's not very hard to actually get it on and off. When you have the intake manifold off, you might as well deep clean everything in there. That's just what I recommend doing. And yeah, the only problem that I had right here, as you can see, is the intake isn't perfectly level, which would cause a volume flow issue. So you want the air to have volumetric efficiency. You want it to flow super unrestricted for the maximum power. I got the feeling though, if I kept it on there, I would actually lose power rather than the gaining power. So I'm just going to keep it off, put it on another build, or sell it to my buddy or something. But I've got this coupler on now. You can see before I put the coupler on, they are way more level without the spacer. But I did end up running the thermal gasket on here and putting this coupler on right here, and it's perfect. So I got the injectors flow tested, and they've been cleaned, all 6 of them. And we use this awesome tool machine. If you didn't see my other video, it works absolutely awesome. And now everything in here is ready to go back to the dyno. So we've got perfectly balanced and flow tested injectors. They're the 270 cc's decapped, which flow right around 510 cc's of fuel decapped, which is crazy. But we did the math, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Here's a little video clip of what I'm talking about. This is the stock injector right here. It's at 50. And this is the stock injector decapped. It's at 90. It's a pretty big difference. As you can see, I had the stock injector on the left and the decapped on the right. Same pressure, and I did the test at the exact same time, and that was the results. So it went 50 on the gauge with normal, and then 90 with it decapped. So that's a 40% increase. And when I did the math, if my math was right, it came out to 510 cc's, which is absolutely crazy and great for a stock injector. So I was able to not have to replace the injectors, just doing a decapping method, which I will be showing with Eric over on his YouTube channel, AGN Tuning and Motorsports. Link is in the description. Don't just search it. He has 2 different YouTube channels. One he can't get into, the other one we just started not too long ago. So definitely click the link in the description to go subscribe to the proper YouTube channel. But definitely making progress. Made like 10 steps forward and 2 steps back, but not a big deal. I really wanted to put this thing on, but you know, it's how life goes sometimes. Just a lot of things in life you can't control. But figured I'd get you guys a video in the process instead of wasting all of the time that I recorded and edited and everything else. So before I get off here, I wanted to show you this real quick. I got this awesome little fan at Walmart for 50 bucks, and it is powerful. Even on 1 and even on 3, it's still not too loud. It works really well. It has a plug-in on the side, a USB charger on the other side. It's really light and very durable. I've already dropped it a couple times. It's pretty strong. But just wanted to show you that. But definitely check out my other video on the fuel injector machine, and stay tuned. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button and turn the bell icon on to get notified of every upload. I'll definitely have more dyno content coming soon, so I'll see you guys in the next one. As I like to say, God bless, stay safe, stay awesome.